So Evander and Makayla got married, and I must say they are enjoying the newlywed. Well, they were enjoying the newlywed stage. I think at this point, the newlywed stage is over. Not in a negative way, just that like they've been married for a while now. They already have a child, so they've been married for quite some time now, and things are doing well. I think Evander is happy, Makayla's happy. Evander finished his aspirations. You know, he finished all of that. He's level 10 in his career. He has maxed all these different skills. Like, he's doing very well for himself. Obviously, you know, he might have a midlife crisis, so we have to prepare for that. But as far as just like his family life and career, he's doing very well and he has really no complaints at all. And I think, you know, his ultimate goal always was to be different from his father, and I think he's achieved that. Now, Makayla is doing well. You know, I think she's reached level 10 in her career. She's level 10 in her career. She's a startup genius, entrepreneur, whatever. So she's doing very well in her career. And she's almost done with the super parent aspiration. We just need to wait for her child to age up so we can start doing these. And then I think, oh no, there's more after that. Oh wow, we have a bit of ways to go with the super parent aspiration, but she will knock them out the park. Makayla is a proud mom. She's a career woman first and foremost, and she pretty much refused to have any children until she reached her career goals. So once she reached those goals, that's when she was ready to have a baby, and I love that for her. She was very adamant about making sure that she reached her personal goals before she combined them with her husband's goals, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what was going on there. But anyway, they had their first child together. Her name is Nova. This is Nova. She's in her crib right now. It's pretty hot, which is why she's just in a diaper. I mean, so far, she doesn't have any major traits. She's a calm infant. She was a calm newborn. I don't know what my plan for Nova is just yet. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm using ChatGPT to help me make decisions. So right now, the discussion that I've been having with ChatGPT is that Nova is growing up in a home surrounded by love. Her grandparents, Edith and Julian, I mean, not Edith, what's her name? Lilith and Julian, they've been a big part of Nova's life so far. They've spent weekends at the house helping to babysit, helping, you know, anything that Evander and Makayla need. His parents have been extremely supportive, which I think for Evander has been very interesting to see how different they are with his child as opposed to him when he was growing up. So I think that contrast has been very interesting in the household. I think, you know, with Nova being their first child, Evander and Makayla do have high expectations for her. I think they want the best of the best for her. So far, she hasn't gone to daycare yet. She hasn't had babysitters. It's usually either them coordinating their schedules to be with her or one of the grandparents will come and babysit. But she hasn't really been around other children her age. I am hoping though that while Makayla and Evander have high expectations for Nova, that they don't put too much pressure on her. And that's going to be an interesting dynamic to play with because we're already starting with the fact that she does have a lot of love. She's surrounded by love. She's a happy infant. She's a happy child. But will the pressure become too much to be perfect? We don't want her to be perfect, but will that pressure subconsciously still be there? So that is another thing that we will have to explore. And as far as the family tree goes, there was a very interesting update in the Blackthorne family tree. So the other day, Lilith called, I think she called Makayla and asked if she thought it would be a good idea for her and Julian to have another baby. Now, I don't know if Makayla truly understood what Lilith was asking at the time, but Makayla went ahead and said, yeah, you and Julian should have another child. So That's exactly what they did. Now, this is the part that is interesting because Lilith and Julian are elders now. So technically they can't have any more children, but somehow, some way they did. From what I can see in the family tree, it doesn't look like this was a adoptive baby. Maybe they could have done like the science route and had a science baby, but I'm not really sure. Anyhow, they do have Evander has a little baby sister named Allyson Blackthorne. Funny enough, Nova is older, so it's weird because Nova's aunt, Allyson, is younger than her, which will make for a very interesting dynamic. I don't think Evander has even met Allyson yet because the timing of her birth was just so, there was too much going on between Evander having his child and the baby shower and everything. So there was just too much going on that they have not met Allyson yet, but I do plan to have like a little family day where Evander, Makayla, and Nova go over to the grandparents' house and like spend the day, meet Allyson and all that stuff. And of course, Luna, she's doing well herself. You know, the family tree is family treeing, if that's even the right thing to say. Oh, whoa, okay. Update. I did not even know this. So we do have some grandchildren in the mix here. Okay, so Casey Vasquez has Braylon Goff. Interesting. So who's that with? Chastity Goth. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the kids are having kids. I thought Evander would be the first, but he's already a toddler. So looks like we thought we would be the first, but we were not. And then we also have Darius Weston with a granddaughter, Desiree Romero. Okay, with Alina Romero. Okay, cool. So one thing I maybe I need to fix this in MC Command, but I would like to see more marriages. I'm just saying the whole like single mom, single dad thing, I'm not really into it. I don't mind like a few people, but I don't know. I have to go in my MC Command settings and see if I could fix that. So now we are up to what, 11 kids? I don't know if I should still count the alien babies because as you can see, the alien babies are not growing. These alien babies should be adults by now and they're just not growing. So I don't know what to do about that, but it is what it is. So this is how the Blackthorne legacy is looking right now. Quite interesting, I must say. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all next time.